So I am here at PAX Unplugged 2021, and I'm here with Justin Gary with Stoneblade Entertainment, and he's going to be telling us about the upcoming Ascension Tactics, which is coming out very, very soon. Justin, when will this be available for retail?
It will be available in January, so it's less than a month away that we will have this product out. It's so exciting. This is the actual version of the game that I have in front of me. This is the Kickstarter edition, but the retail edition is also right next to me. It has all of the same components. The only difference is it's cardboard standees instead of minis, but it's the exact same game, exact same setup, exact same rules, all the fun content, all coming to you in January.
Awesome. So how does this play?
So for those that are familiar with Ascension, the rules are pretty straightforward. You start with the same exact deck you start with in Ascension, 8 Apprentices, 2 Militia. You use those cards to buy cards from the center row, just like in Ascension. Okay. The big difference is that instead of spending power to kill monsters and earn honor that way, you spend power to command your champions. And your champions are these awesome guys right here. So you'll have your character that tells you how much it costs to command, how much attack it has, how much health it has, and then of course the cool little mini or standee that comes with it. Whenever you command a champion, if it's off the board, it comes in on your spawn point, which is kind of down here, and you can move up to 3 spaces and attack. You win the game by controlling honor tokens, which are these kind of centralized areas here. By the honor spawns, if you have a majority of guys around them, then you earn points. If you can earn a set number of points per scenario to win. And just to kind of give you an idea, in addition to a full center deck of cards that changes all the time, in addition to over a dozen different minis that you can pick to start the game with, we also have scenarios, this giant thick book of scenarios, which you can customize and create over a dozen different individual scenarios for 2-player, 3-player, 4-player. We also have co-op and solo modes, and there's an entire campaign in this book too, with stories and choice points and all kinds of fun, crazy stuff. So there is more gameplay in this box than anything I've ever created in my 20 years making games.
Wow. That is great. That is crazy.
Very exciting.
Wow. All right. Wow. So, okay. Now, I know you have a lot of different scenarios, but how long does one usually last?
It varies depending upon the players and, kind of how crazy you want to get with it. Typically, most games are 45 minutes to an hour.
And what is your favorite player count to play this at?
For me, I love a classic. This is actually the board I pre-printed. So the flip side of the board that I have here is blank, and there's mobile terrain. But this is the one we pre-printed. This is what we kind of designed the game around originally. It's very classic. 3 lanes to control, 1v1. There's tons of strategy, tons of depth, and such a kind of simple, basic overlay. And that to me is that's kind of the heart. That's the foundation, the ground floor of the game. And there's lots of fun, crazy ones like a capture the flag scenario and King of the Hill scenarios. And those are really fun too. But just this side, this pre-printed side, is for sure the one that I would play the most as a player of this game.
Excellent. Awesome. Anything else you'd like to tell us about Ascension Tactics?
Honestly, it's been a labor of love. It represents the pinnacle of over a decade making Ascension and 3 years of work from my team and I, and I'm just so proud of how it all came out. I'm so excited to get this into players' hands, and I'm so excited to see the creativity that's going to come from you guys, because in addition to all the scenarios we created, we're giving you all the tools to build your own scenarios, build your own rules, create your own odd variations, and play multiplayers up to 8 players and all kinds of crazy stuff. So I can't wait to see what the community does with this, and it'll be around soon.
I love that you've done that. Thank you so much for showing us your game.
Thank you. My pleasure.